I was 10 years old, I knew.
District 14, Ambulance 14, and Engine 14. Ambulance call. 1145 Boxwood Drive, Mount Prospect, near Dogwood Lane and Wheeling Road. Map page.
And then when I got to 8th grade, I really knew that I wanted to do it, and I went and took a first aid class when I was 13. And then my freshman year in high school, I got involved in a thing called Fire Explorers, which is a program for young women and men. And then I joined the Civil Defense, which was turned into the Disaster Support Agency. And when I was 16, I became a volunteer cadet firefighter, and the rest is history. After I graduated from high school in 1979, I got a job in the emergency room at Northwest Community Hospital as a technician. And as a young man, I got to do a lot of things and take care of a lot of sick and injured people, and I learned a whole lot. And during that time, I also put myself through paramedic school while I worked at the hospital. And those two things, and then going to work for a private ambulance, and then starting here in Prospect Heights in 1981, really built my career very rapidly.
What are you doing?
Taking a picture of something.
Is someone in trouble?
No, but someone's gear needs to be fixed. This is the collection of fire helmets that I've worn in my 38-year career here at Prospect Heights. Starting on the right is the very first helmet when I was a volunteer firefighter. And then as you get off probation, you move up to what we wore then as leather fire helmets, which was a tradition from the 1800s. The third helmet over with the white front was when I was promoted to lieutenant in 1984. And then we transitioned for a short period of time into these more modern style helmets that I wore as a battalion chief and as a deputy chief. The black helmets represent the firefighters and the lieutenants and the captains. The white helmets represent the chief officers. And then finally to my current rank, which is fire chief. The helmet that I actually wear to fire right now is in my fire chief's car. I don't carry it with me. This is all my specialized equipment: first aid kit, tools, air tank, turnout gear, reference materials, flashlight, radios, blankets, boots. It just looks like a bunch of duffel bags right now. Well, I drive this car issued to me by the fire department because I'm on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's equipped with various radios and specialized equipment that I use as the fire chief. I have a radio that I talk to the dispatcher on. I talk to the various fire engines and those crews on the radio. I have a radio for our airport where I talk to the air traffic control tower. It has red lights and siren. Carries my protective turnout gear just like the firefighters have, as well as my air tank, first aid kit, fire extinguisher, and specialized other equipment.
How many trucks do you guys have?
Well, if you count everything, 6, 9, 10, 11 vehicles altogether. 6 quote fire trucks, 3 ambulances, and then two pickup trucks.
Interesting.
I have great personal satisfaction in helping people in their time of need. It brings me a great deal of joy to make a difference in other people's lives. It's also fun, it's exciting, it's never boring, every day is different. You get to see people having their best days and their worst days.
Are you proud of what you've done in your career?
Extremely proud. It's just a very rewarding career, and it's a very interesting career because you do a little bit of everything.
District 26, Battalion 4, Engine 26, and Tower 25. A Bravo response. Residential fire alarm, smoke detector. 164 West Box Hill Drive, Buffalo Grove, near Allstate Circle and Marseille Circle. Map page 26, 3.
Ambulance 12, spot 11. Trouble breathing. 1146 Morgan Drive.